Welcome to the CyberTruck unveil.
Hello folks, welcome to Netcruzer RC. As someone who really likes RC, tech, and car stuff, there's something new that was announced yesterday that I thought was pretty important to talk about, as it is a new car that's going to be coming out by Tesla. This crazy new truck, the Cybertruck. Very much like an 80s style future, cyberpunk style, futuristic type vehicle. It is going to be released in this body style, which is crazy. It is pretty polarizing. You either love it or hate it. And for me, ever since seeing it, I've kind of flipped back and forth between the two feelings. There are some angles that make it just look really awkward. The side profile, especially the straight on side shot, makes it look the worst in my opinion. But the front 3/4 looks excellent. Now this is an all electric truck and it is designed not body on frame. It uses an exoskeleton and the body panels are made out of stainless steel, harkening back to the old DeLoreans. All of the structural integrity is built into the body itself, which then houses all of the electronics. Uses 30 times cold rolled stainless steel, which they say eliminates dents, damage, long-term corrosion, and uses a smooth exoskeleton. It's unclear if they're going to paint it. In the unveiling, they showed it unpainted. I'm sure there will likely be an option in the future of getting it painted, or otherwise people will just end up wrapping them to get them into different colors. Something I don't like about the design though is they're still using pillarless doors on all Teslas, as well as the retractable door handles. For someone like me who lives in a climate that gets a lot of freezing rain, this is a nightmare. You get a bunch of freezing rain, you can't get your doors open, you can't get your windows down. In order to open the door, the window has to be able to drop down a little bit in order to get the door in, open and closed, and you can't do that when it's all covered in freezing rain. It's very interesting how they've showed the two designs here where they've got bed open and bed where they've got it open and closed. It's interesting here where they show it's got it open. This is a lighting system as well as it has a vault-like seal so you can close the tailgate and close the roof. Give you a lot more aerodynamics. As well as protect your stuff. Here's what I thought was really cool, where you can see how the retractable bed liner goes in through the back. Also, the tailgate turns into a ramp, which is super cool. I was just talking to my friends about that, how I wished a truck would come out with this type of a system, and Tesla did it. Unlike the crazy tailgates that GM and Ford and Ram are all doing, this one is actually useful. The truck also has air ride suspension, so it can kneel down to allow easier loading. The interior is very open concept. It is a 6-seater, so the center console, the front seats, does turn into a seat. The material of this dashboard is unclear on what it's actually made out of. Also, the roof is all glass, and the rearview mirror is a screen, because when you have the tonneau cover covering up the bed, you can't see out the back. And here they're showing the accessories so that you can turn it into a camper. Under the bed, there's a bunch of storage and added area for accessories. So here it is rolling down the road and with the tonneau cover closed for aerodynamics, and in some angles it looks really good, in other angles it looks really awkward. It is a very, very polarizing design. The lighting on the front of it as well is, you do get a light bar on the top as well as the light strip on the front. It is very interesting lighting design, and the snub nose though I don't know how that's going to handle for pedestrian impact rules. A lot of this doesn't seem like it fits with any of the laws on the road for North American vehicles, with the snub nose and no mirrors, the lighting that doesn't have high beam, low beam. Some things are going to have to change here. And here we have the specs. It is come with a rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, and then the spec and then the top spec all-wheel drive. So the base one is 6.5 seconds rear-wheel drive 0 to 60 with a 250-mile range. That one is $39,900 US. The dual motor version is 4.5 seconds 0 to 60 with a 300-mile range, dual motor all-wheel drive. It can tow up to 10,000 pounds. And then the tri-motor version is going to be the top spec unit, 2.9 seconds 0 to 60. That's faster than almost every sports car right now. 500-mile range, tri-motor, all-wheel drive, tows 14,000 pounds, and it's $69,900. You can order it right now. It's a $100 deposit. You can choose what variant you want. The self-driving, which is not autopilot. All of them come with autopilot, but the full self-driving, which is the ability for the liability to be on the car and not you, is another $7,000, and you can reserve it for $100. It's going to start being built in 2021, and the tri-motor version is going to be produced in 2022. So if you think you really want one of these, you can put an order in now, get on the list, and then in 3 or 4 years, you might get it. It's interesting that the windshield design rakes right into the hood, and they didn't show a frunk. So I do not think that there's actually storage in the front of here, but there is storage under the bed. For off-roading, it does have a 35-degree approach angle, 28-degree departure angle, and it does have up to 16 inch of clearance when the air ride suspension is fully maxed out. It is compatible with Tesla supercharging 3rd generation 250 volt supercharging. It's compatible with any of the 14,000 superchargers that are on the roads today, and it does have included 110 volt, 224 volt AC to DC to AC adapters for charging your gadgets.